Liverpool is definitely in for a big test this 2026-2027 season. And I said it over. I said it a few times. I didn't say it over. I'm lying. But I said it a few times. I said it a lot of times, man. Liverpool. This Liverpool team needs to be strengthened in the right places. And there's just some willy-nilly scheming around, skipping around. That game yesterday against Newcastle really showed us what we were worrying about. And it is scary. It is scary to know that this club here will be in for a really helter-skelter season this year. It is going to be a heart-rendering season. No, breaking down this game against Newcastle. Around the first 10 to 15 minutes, we really saw where Liverpool needs that gritty number six, that gladiator to protect the back four. Well, protect the two center backs, whether it's Virgil with Jeremy Jacquet, Virgil with Ronald Araujo. We needed that. You could see those counterattacks coming there. Newcastle was coming right through the middle, and Virgil and Jeremy Jacquet was scampering back to try and stop this counterattack. We saw the center backs get their wires crossed like about 3, 4, 5, 6 times. We even had in the 12th minute, Allison had to come out and make an emergency header because the defense got really crossed right there. For the goal, I'm gonna say for that goal, the counterattack was very good. Very great counterattack by Newcastle Elanga with a very exceptional finish. I think Allison could have done a little better with his positioning there, but that just shows that the midfield we have is not gritty enough to recover, and making one errant pass as Ryan Gravenberch did, it cost us that goal and probably cost us the second goal. So there is trouble right there. The middle of the park gotta get fixed. With the central defensive position a work in progress, and the midfield a work in progress, then the whole team is a work in progress. Yes, we understand the team is in some sort of a transition, but it could have been done better. Personnel wise, it could have been done better. The transfer window could have been handled better. A couple weeks left. Let's see what happens. Who knows what will happen? Some emergency action. Some team who don't want a player will offer a player to Liverpool. We have players going out, players not coming in, positions not addressed. A work in progress team will have a work in progress season. That's just it. This is a big club making small moves, and we're gonna get medium results. That is it. I know a couple positives. Around the 16th minute, we had Jeremy Jackie advancing the ball. I was very impressed with that, pushing the ball up, reminiscent of Joel Matip. Fallen Wirtz had one snapshot in the first half. Very disappointing game for him. I think around the 22nd minute, we started to see the defense start to really panic, especially after that goal. So Virgil really got to, kind of shoulder some of the blame for the first goal and some of those defensive frailties as the elder statesman in that game. Dominic Szoboszlai was kind of absent from the game. I think he kind of, took too many touches when he got the ball in the middle of the field. I don't think he really trusted the ball to Ryan Gravenberch, or trying to put the ball outside on the wings. I think he was a little hesitant, and the first half it really showed that this the midfield lineup was very apprehensive, and that really showed through the whole game. Now, the first half, going one down. Now, a lot of people got panicked. I wasn't really panicked. I didn't expect a perfect game. Didn't expect a great game. At least, optimistic though. I expected a win. But yeah, it was a fight. Anthony Ilanga really gave Milos Kerkez a game right there. Really gave him a game right there, had him on his toes. At times, it looked like Kerkez was reversing when Ilanga reached full speed. But we saw also gave, the center backs some type of a panic. For me and a lot of people, if you understand the game, Rio Ngumola, I kind of surmise he would have had a low impact game. Not that low from what we saw yesterday. He's very young, and he's not in his favorite position. He's gonna struggle over there. He's asked to be a provider instead of his natural instinct of cutting in and shoot. So his indecisiveness was really on show. in that game against Newcastle yesterday. And it's going to take some time for him to understand the assignment, right? So I think Liverpool definitely just has too many left wingers. And it really showed yesterday. We trying to have a young kid trying to be that makeshift right winger, and it didn't turn out too well. So there's a lot of things to be addressed in that team. But overall, the first half was okay, even though we conceded one goal. There was a lot of things to be worked out. It's the first game of the season, but I think some of the elder statesmen, Van Dijk, Dominic Soboslai, the players we expected to step up in that first half. Even Cody Gakpo was in and out of it. Florian Wirtz again had a stinker of a game. Isaac spent half of the first half on the right side. I don't know if that was the tactics, but last year to this year, it's like almost like slap ball. Almost like slap ball. I don't know. I didn't see anything too much of a imprint from Andoni Iraola. I think we probably see it in the next game, but it was a difficult game to watch, especially for the first half. All right, Liverpool won down. Second half, we expected some type of answer. I think the first 5 minutes, it looked like, yeah, Liverpool was on the front foot right there, but the players faded. Players faded. The whole team faded out. Great goal there by Cody Gakpo. And the Cody Gakpo situation. If you're gonna sell Cody Gakpo at this juncture, at this stage of the season, that I think that would be kind of a rubbish move. And for the Liverpool fans who were saying Rio over Gakpo, I think that's delusional. You know, Gakpo, yes, he had a rough season last year, and players have rough seasons, and they have spurts and spots where it's. But Gakpo brings more than just being an attacking threat. He also brings as an aerial threat, and also he helps the defense aerially from corners when he's not taking them. I don't know why he's taking the corners. Well, that was slap ball, anyways. But yeah. But Gakpo brings more than Rio at this moment. Rio is still a work in progress. So Gakpo, after that goal, he kind of faded out. He really tried to, to bring it to the Newcastle defense, but there were moments where he could have passed, or where he could have shoot, and he did the opposite in those instances. Isaac again was kind of absent in the second half, so the second half was kind of more troubling than the first for Liverpool. Didn't see much improvements. Well, apart from Munoz coming on, and he was bright and direct, and I think he might end up pushing young Rio down the pecking order, because this guy is direct, he's fast, he's tricky, and I think overall it wasn't a great performance, and getting a point was lucky. I thought the penalty was kind of soft. Hall kind of dangled his leg, but it was kind of soft. Years gone by, I wouldn't have seen that. But overall, the performance wasn't good. But for the positives, Liverpool got a point. Got through the first game without injuries. We got young Munoz coming on, really played good. Jeremy Jackie had good moments. Allison had a good game also. Apart from the first goal, he could have done better. So there's some positives from it. For the negatives, is just that the whole midfield need to be revamped, and the players need to really carry the assignment. I don't think they carried out the assignment by the coach. So looking forward to the next game. Liverpool, you never walk alone. This is Dr. J. This is LFC Connection. And if you like this, and there's going to be more sharp contents coming on, I won't be loving up the team when they're playing bad. I'm going to criticize them, criticize the players, because that's what it is. You got to be real. You can't just be lovey-dovey when things are going bad. So it's the LFC Connection. It's Dr. J. Like, share, and subscribe, and look out for the next one. Peace.